Hello students, this is Poonam teacher and I will be teaching you chapter 2nd of Science 1, that is periodic classification of elements. Hope you know what is the meaning of elements. Elements are the basic substances that cannot be split into anything simpler by chemical means. For example, take any compound, we'll take NaCl, that is sodium chloride. Sodium chloride consists of two elements, that is sodium and chlorine. That means a common salt is made up of two elements, that is sodium and chlorine. But of what this sodium and chlorine are made up of? These are the basic substances and this cannot be split further. That means these are the elements. Hope you got the meaning of elements. Elements initially were classified as metals, non-metals and metalloids. And many of the scientists known like Dobberiner, Moseley, Mendeleev and Newland, they started grouping these elements with certain similar physical and chemical properties. So the first scientist mentioned into your book is Dobberiner. He was a German scientist and he introduced a triad. He made a group of 3 elements and those elements were lithium, sodium and potassium. He found that the atomic weight of the middle element is the arithmetic mean of the atomic weight of the first and the third element. The atomic weight of lithium is 6.9, that of sodium is 23 and potassium is 39.1. When he found the arithmetic mean of lithium and potassium, he got the atomic weight of sodium. Let's see how. 6.9 plus 39.1 gives you 46. When 46 was divided by 2, he got 23 and this 23 was the atomic weight of sodium. So his first triad was successful and really the properties of lithium, sodium and potassium are similar. Then he classified other elements and made next triad a group of 3 consisting of calcium, strontium and barium. Atomic weight of calcium is 40.1. That of strontium is 87.6 and that of barium is 137.3. When he did the arithmetic mean of calcium and the atomic weights of calcium and barium, the arithmetic mean of the atomic weight of calcium and barium was the atomic weight of strontium. Let's see how. 40.1 plus 137.3. When this 177.4 was divided by 2, he got the answer 88.2 and this 88.7 was very much similar to 87.6. That means the arithmetic mean of the atomic weights of calcium and barium was the atomic weight of the middle element, strontium. Again, he was successful in his next triad. Then he classified other elements like chlorine, bromine and iodine. Atomic weight of chlorine is 35.5. That of bromine is 79.9 and that of iodine is 126.9. He found that the arithmetic mean of the atomic weight of chlorine and iodine is the atomic weight of the middle element, bromine. Let's see how. 35.5 plus 126.9 and then it was divided by 2, he got the answer 81.2 and this 81.2 is very much similar to 79.9, which is the atomic weight of bromine. So like this he was successful in classifying some of the elements and grouping some of the elements into a group of 3, that is the triad. But this law was not applicable to all the elements and that is why his attempt of classifying the elements failed. Then came the next scientist His name was Newland. Now Newland arranged the elements known at that time into the increasing order of their atomic weight. The elements known at that time were hydrogen, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and sodium. And he found that the chemical properties of the first element is similar to that of the eighth one. That means property of lithium was similar to sodium. The property of fluorine was similar to chlorine. The property of magnesium, the beryllium was similar to that of magnesium and so on. And that is why he concluded that as the musical notes, it repeats after an regular interval like sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa, and then the eighth note is again sa. So like this, the properties of the first element was similar to that of the eighth one. So in the same way, the properties of lithium were similar to the sodium, the properties of beryllium was similar to that of magnesium, the properties of fluorine was similar to that of the chlorine. Next element to magnesium was aluminium, then silicon, then phosphorus, and sulfur. So these were the known elements at that time. The properties of lithium were similar to sodium, the properties of beryllium were similar to magnesium, the properties of fluorine were similar to that of chlorine. That means there was the properties were repeating itself after an equal interval, after the regular interval, and that is why it was named as law of octaves. That similar to that of the musical notes, sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa.